All right, we're going to continue with our story. I know that we're all hungry, but listen, we've got one more flag officer here that's going to feed you some more stuff, and then we're going to go to lunch right after this. Let me introduce real quick. Major General Eldon P. Regua, retired, culminated a 36-year active and reserve U.S. Army career with his last position as Deputy Commanding General, wartime, English Army, in Yongsan, Seoul, Korea, from July 2011 to July 2013. Prior to this, he served as Commanding General, of the Training Division in 2000.
Okay, thank you.
He's going to tell you everything else.
Thank you, Ray. Good afternoon, General Soriano, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the youth out there. I am between you and lunch, but what I have to talk to you about is very, very important. As a young brigadier general going through what we call charm school, I was taught the 3 B's of public speaking. Be bright, be brief, and be seated. Can I get a hooah? Okay, so a lot of work has gone into the Battalion Legacy Historical Society by Cecilia and her team. And I'm going to wear the black hat today because what I want to do is encourage you all to help in different ways. There are different ways you can help. The first one is financially. There are envelopes out there in the lobby. You can put your donation in an envelope. It takes Visa, American Express, the different credit cards. It is not cheap to run the organization. It's a 501c3. Your donations are tax deductible, so please help Cecilia and the BHLS with your contributions. Also, on your program, when you go home, if you don't get a chance, the website is on the bottom. You can go into our website, and you can also contribute online to the society, or you can also write a check and send it to the address in Berkeley that's mentioned. Please, if you could please help that as well. Not only financial help, but also she can use some help with respect to inviting the BLHS to your communities. If you have a forum, she'll be more than happy, either herself or someone on the team, to come and give this same presentation so we can help spread the word. On Thursday, I had the opportunity to speak at our state's capital in Sacramento, where I spoke in the governor's meeting room, exactly the same thing that we're talking about here today. Tom Torklinson, who is our California Superintendent of Schools, is behind this. He's backing this. Many of you know May, his wife, who's running for assembly person in the East Bay. She's a Filipina. Maybe that's why he's behind it. I'm not sure, Cecilia, but it helps. So a lot of good backing. Mona Pasquil, many of you may or may not name Mona. Mona is a direct cabinet secretary to Governor Brown. She's the director of appointments for the governor. She's a Filipina. She also supports this very well in the governor's office. So we got a lot of good work going on in the state of California at the very highest levels to make this an 11th grade opportunity for our students. I'm somewhat retired. I do teach high school occasionally, and I will just share with you the world history class I spoke in on Friday. We're talking about Benito Mussolini, Adolf Hitler, and Joseph Stalin. And I'm thinking, okay, I got it. We got to study those guys. But guess what? This stuff is very important too. Hua? Yeah, let's give them a great big hand. The last thing I want to close with is if you, Cecilia and the team can also use volunteers in the area of videographers, video editors, writers, production assistants, event coordinators, and also students for your volunteer work that you need to do as a high school student to get volunteer hours to help with the program as well. So lots of help. If you could please, just as a short note personally, my dad did not serve in World War II. My dad came with the second wave of the Filipinos in 1929 and worked in the fields. And when he tried to enlist in Sacramento, they said, no, we need you to be a farmer. What you're doing now is important because we need to feed both theaters. So my dad did not get a chance to serve. My uncle Pedro did serve as a scout in the Philippines. He was also a high school PE teacher, so I was able to meet my uncle when he came here to the States in the late 90s. Unfortunately, he too, like my dad, have passed away. But I very strongly support Cecilia and this organization because, as General Soriano said, we need to get the word out. We need to educate not only California, but the other 49 states, the other territories, and also the Philippines. And also in support of General Tony Taguba with the Congressional Gold Medal. There's a holdup right now, but General Taguba assures me that in December, in mid-November, when everyone gets back to work after the elections, that Tony and his team there will be working real hard to get Congress to make the big push to get the bill on the White House on President Barack Obama's desk to sign, so we can get busy recognizing the over 200,000 soldiers and their families for the Congressional Gold Medal. There's one Congressional Gold Medal, $30,000 U.S. Congress allots for the Congressional Gold Medal. That gold medal will stay in the Smithsonian. What General Taguba and the team are going to do is strike replicates from that and go to each major city in the United States, to include Manila and Honolulu, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, all the major cities, and try and attempt to award a Congressional Gold Medal to the family members of those that have deceased, and to the 16,000 or so soldiers. Hopefully we can get them to an event and award them with a Congressional Gold Medal. So let's give that that's a huge. So I'm in between you and lunch, but as you go back out to lunch, please grab an envelope sitting on the table there, and let's help and let's back up Cecilia and the team. Thank you very much.
Listen, you're all dismissed for lunch. It's at the Latino Hispanic room, just to the back of these doors. Okay, make a right, quick left, and you're right there. Hopefully, yeah, we're going to eat and run. We're going to be back here about 1 p.m. All right? Please help yourselves, avail yourselves to Tivoli Publishing, who's also going to be giving out books as part of the raffles. Please buy a raffle ticket for $1. We will call on you to win those shirts, the ice creams, the books, other gift certificates, please. Thank you very much. Have a great lunch. We'll see you back up here at about 1, that's 1300 hours, 1305 or 105.